everyone, sorry for using my phone here. We kind of went a bit last minute on a bit of a parts shopping spree. If you see the back of my car, it's currently looking like the inside of a small bucky. For those of you who are international, it's a pickup. We've decided to go and quickly pop out to Auto Style before they close. We've got some parts that we want to look for. All I can say right now is these parts are big enough that we've gone in 2 cars. We flattened the back of Andrew's Fiesta and my car and potentially have to use my roof racks. If you guys see this video, it means we definitely grabbed them. If you guys don't see this video, that means we didn't buy anything. So then I'm talking to no one currently. Anyway, we're going to get there now.
Careful.
Careful of what? Do you not trust my driving?
No, I do not.
For those guys out there that have girlfriends, right? Passenger princesses, you will know this pain. For whatever reason, they seem to think that we are blind and too doof to drive. So if you guys can relate, leave a comment below.
How many accidents have you had? And how many accidents have I had?
How many cars have you totaled and how many cars have I totaled?
How many accidents have you had? How many accidents have you had?
Okay, what do we think?
Let's do it. I like them.
Taylor? I know you like them already. Alright everyone, so we're back. In the back of the Volvo, as I showed you guys on the way there, it has been laid flat. Don't look too closely at my car, it is very dirty. But we grabbed ourselves some bubble wrap. Okay guys, so believe it or not, these are not corpses. We have got ourselves, once I can get through the bubble wrap, they're new seats. Just take my word for it. They're new seats for the car. There we go, Jen found it. So we've got some nice suede centers and some leather over there, and that's all you're going to see for this little clip. All right, so do you two want to do the honors of opening these up so we can show everyone what they look like?
No.
We don't need this sort of negativity. We don't have time nor the patience for it. It's currently like a bed.
Oh.
There we go. Right guys, so we went for reclinables just because whoever wins this car, we were going to go full race car, but we figured the reclinables will allow us to have a bit more bolstering, so if someone does want to track the car they can, but they won't be a pain if you just want to daily drive it, take it to car shows, etc. So what do you guys think?
I want to put them in my face.
You want them in the Fiesta. Guys, do you think Andrew should get some of these and put it... Where's the Fiesta?
Around the corner. Around the corner.
In his Fiesta, which is like over there somewhere. But guys, tell us what you think. We think they're going to look pretty sick in the car. I know a lot of you have said no, you like the original seats, but let me show you why we're wanting to change these. So as nice as the current interior really is, the seats are the one thing that's kind of showing the age a little bit. So they don't look that bad right off the rip, but the driver's seat itself does have a big tear along here. So it is just the stitching, so it probably could be fixed. But overall, we think that a little bit more of a race car feel in here will look really, really good, especially tying into the overall aesthetic that we're going for. So we're going to have to figure that out because I don't know if you guys know, but this isn't going to be a straight swap. We're going to have to probably make some brackets and that sort of thing. So Mr. Boilermaker right over there, he's got some welding to do. So how do you feel about that? Alright guys, so Yaku is starting the process of removing the front passenger side seat. We've already disconnected the battery from the boot there, and the reason for that is, Yaku, do you want to tell everyone?
Just in case there's an airbag sensor?
Yeah, so basically we don't want things to go bang. So we've disconnected the battery and now we're going to get the seats out. We can't see any plugs underneath the passenger seat. As much as this kind of looks like an electronic seat, it's actually not, it's all manual. So we just want to make sure that there's no plugs underneath there. We think there's definitely one under the driver's side because that was responsible for our airbag light being on when we took it for diagnostics. So we're going to get this seat out now and try and see what's cutting underneath here, and then we'll get the other side out, and yeah, then we can install these. So these things are quite tight right now, and that's probably because they've not been out since the car came from the factory. So we might have to fight them a little bit, and we might need some Q20 or WD-40. Andrew heard WD-40 and his ears perked up.
I got enough stuff. This one's still sealed.
Hey, don't scratch the roof. What you doing?
Up for grabs, aren't
Yeah, I'm watching you. I'm living in luxury here.
Check, check, check. This is the best part.
Watch here, guys. Kaboom! That's something that our current setup doesn't have, so that's amazing. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, share with your friends. We'll see you next week. We're done.
We're done. Let's record this.
Yes, please do. It would have been funny if you rolled on the floor.
I can't keep the excitement in.
I'm gonna move you here for now.
Oh, tell me as if you didn't want to see what these look like.
Oh, that's on
You
recording.
see what they look like.
I just see Yaku's beautiful eyes there.
Is Yaku, I mean, there's Tara and Jen. Yaku's like, I'm sitting in the back, I also want to see.
Thoughts? I just get a nod head of Yak.
Oh, you ladies want to see?
Let's see if it's, is it pretty? Is it worth me walking all the way there?
Well, that's up to you. I told you, this is not an easy, simple plug-and-play task. This is draft this one.
Delightful.
There we go. That's the expression I wanted to get.
Jacob, do you want to tell the people why you've got your EGD set out?
So we need to get the seat level in the car because the old rails are running with little spacers at the back.
So guys, what Yaku's trying to do right now is just trying to get the ruler level so that when we make the brackets to house our new seats, they're not sitting at an angle.
You got a lot of work ahead of you.
Got a lot of welding.
Yeah, I can do the cutting and the grinding and stuff, but I back your welding over mine. I can weld, but I feel like if we've got someone that's qualified to weld, that's our person, huh?
Yeah, because that looks like a lot of
Intricacy.
intricacy.
And
Okay.
what is the idea of that slot at the bottom there to be able to slot a spanner in?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Socket or whatever we need.
Time is money, eh?
Right guys, so we've got Mark here. We've got a Poiki going today, and there's F1. But at the same time, Yaku and Andrew, when they're not... What are you guys doing?
Smelling
Taking pointy.
Okay, so they're taking the food. We're busy making seat rails for... Oh yeah, and there's Delilah.
Delilah!
We're busy making rails for our new seats. We didn't quite finish it up last night. It got late, it got dark, and we had a meet to go to. So we're doing that. Mark and I are going to try to take the intake off because we did have a bit of a boo-boo where we had too much oil, and all the oil went through this breather up over here and decided to go into the intake. I'll try and actually show you guys. Inside the throttle there, you can't really see, is quite oily. So we want to try and clean that up because she's still smoking a lot, and I think a lot of it's due to the oil that's in there. So that's the plan for today. We know a lot of you guys have asked about the wide body. We close. So we're going to start putting some prints on today for the core, the like mold section of it. So we'll also update you guys throughout the day as those go on. So we're going to sort that out, and we've got a lot of stuff to do before we can eat. Thank you. Sorry.
Andrew put a sticker on Mark's toolbox.
What? I was like, pick it up, walk around the corner, drop it, stick on it, and realize it's now. It was free. It was free. So Mark, did you think you were coming here for lunch, or did you know you had to earn your lunch?
I heard Poiki in F1 and I'm happy to work for it.
Right, for the 14th time. Let's try pull it out. Hey, finally. Yeah, there's a pool of oil sitting on top of the valves. Really? So that's where our smoke's coming from.
But it still ran.
Yeah, because it'll burn it off quickly.
Didn't even miss.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to explain what you're doing here?
Alright guys, so we've got some degreaser here. We're going to dilute it with some water. Up to 1 to 10 ratio with water. Probably more, yeah. And then we're going to stick our intake in there to try and get all the gunk out of there and just try to clean it up. Once we've done that, we're going to try and tackle the actual head side of things where there's also gunk buildup on the actual head. So, but one thing at a time. And we're going to start with this. So, yeah, it's going to be dirty. Fill her up. Fill her up, Buttercup.
Looks like the Titanic. What you doing? Hi, baby. Hi.
Right, Andrew, how are we looking?
I'm flexing.
You're flexing, yeah, look at those biceps. Damn. See, that's too much gym right there.
That's too much. Okay.
I think they're looking good though.
I'm gonna leave them quickly, show the people what they want to see.
Oh man, those look good.
Looking gorgeous, eh?
Do you guys want to see what they look like in the car? Just see
Let's skew. Oh no, they're not interested at all.
They're not interested at all though.
Ah, people.
There's Jaco in the back there. Hello. We've decided to try and clean up the ports a little bit. They were very black and crusty. That the port itself is full of crud and carbon buildup. I'll try and bump up the light here so you guys can see. There you guys can see all the black buildup that's in there, and there's actually oil sitting on top of the valves as well. So we've taken it upon ourselves and we've given it a bit of a clean. It's not 100% perfect, but when you compare the two to each other, the one on the right hasn't been cleaned where the one on the left has been cleaned. So we're going to go and clean all 6 quickly and then probably start trying to put it back together, because there's not much more we can do without removing the head.
We got the back piece more or less fitted. It's not welded in yet.
Cool.
And then we have to make the little cut in the front as well for this piece.
How does the join look at the back there, underneath the piece? Okay, so it's cut out like that. So where are you thinking you're going to weld over there?
So we might have to see what we're gonna do, but yeah, we'll probably weld all the way around here, all the way around there,
Yeah.
and then depending on, maybe we weld the nut straight to here where the
Yeah.
hole is, so we don't need to put a spanner in here.
Yeah.
That'll make our life a little bit easier.
Yeah.
Else we'll have to cut here to get a spanner in, but I think maybe we'll do that. Andy had that suggestion, yeah.
Okay. No, it's looking good so far.
So far?
At the front end of the vehicle, we've now roped in more hands. Carl's back. Mark's here. As per usual, I'm doing absolutely and we are busy trying to just clean up all the crud from the ports. I think I showed you guys just now, they're looking a fair bit crisper and cleaner. So Mark's just on the last one down there, on cylinder number 6.
What's working well is the tongue cleaner.
The tongue cleaner. Oh, at the back. Wait, show us on the toothbrush there.
I've cleaned most of it off, but if you get in the corner here, those nasty pieces that are built up, you can.
Oh,
you
my
can-
word.
you can
Just
dig in
grab on there. Yeah,
Yeah,
there we go.
yeah. And we're not scratching anything, it's plastic.
There we go. So yeah, guys, we're making some headway. Whether it's going to do much, we don't know. But if your ports are cleaner, it's not going to make it worse. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, second time this week already.
What you got?
Wiggy,
Wikis are like big.
Looks damn good.
it's pretty decent.
It's looking better than the engine at this point in time.
The engine's not looking so great.
No, but that looks good, so I'm gonna go get me some of that. Alright everyone, so I've taken out our pipe that goes between the block itself and our throttle body. I think it's a cooling pipe that either cools the throttle body or gets directed through it, I'm not too sure. The reason is, these were the ends of the pipe and they were quite flared out and quite damaged and very brittle. So I tried a bit of an old school trick of just cutting the ends of the pipe off. This side still looks alright. This side, however, looks quite badly split and worn away, so it's just not going to do a good job. We've struggled to find these pipes. BMW themselves do have, but we have to order it through them and it takes a while and they are very expensive. So what we're going to do in the meantime, there is one other company that seems to have in stock, but today's a Sunday and they're not open, so we're going to try and go through to them during the week. But in the meantime, just so that we can get the car running again, we're going to be using some silicone hosing. Silicone hosing is great, it's a better alternative to rubber, but this is a straight one, so what I'm going to have to do now is just try and anchor it down in a couple places because it doesn't have the bends and kinks that the other one had. So we're going to try this for now, but this won't be a permanent solution, but should do the trick. Right boys, so what is the plan to get our new seats over there? Bit dark inside the BM, which is over there. Just trust me, it's over there somewhere. That seemed dangerous.
Brackets.
Jaco and Andrew have already got going on cutting some of the brackets, so this is the first step. Do you want to explain where that's going to go?
Yeah, so it needs some cleaning, so then look at it, because Andrew's going to do that now. So then it's kind of going to sit like that.
Like that.
And in there.
Building a puzzle.
Yeah, building a puzzle.
Okay, and then the idea is for the seat itself to bolt on to these cross members, is that correct?
Yeah. To go full race mode.
Full race mode.
Full race mode, I like that. So then, guys, do you want to explain why we've had to make these brackets and why we can't just use the standard rails already that are installed on the car?
Yeah, so the offset on the new seats are a lot narrower, so
Yeah.
we need to move them in. So this is why we have the flat bar. This gets mounted on the bottom of the seat. and then the rail is going to move in by like 60 mils or so.
So not only are we creating new frames for the seats, we're actually relocating the rails that are on our new seats. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
We like problems.
I don't like peace.
I don't like this.
I like problems, always. I mean, we could have left our perfectly good seats in there, except one did have a tear, so that was enough reason.
But now it's a workshop seat.
Yeah, so guys, let me bump up the ISOs here so you can see. This is currently, well, this is one of our old seats, and this is now currently a place for us to chill and check out the arse of the BMW. Yeah, please don't fall backwards. If you do, I've got a new thumbnail.
Surprisingly, it doesn't fall back.
See?
Oh, this is
Perfect viewing angle of.
Go low.
Ooh.
If you want to go sleep, you can sleep as well.
You see, the thing is, my head's so big that I would fall over. Okay, let's show them why we decided to take these out. Because everyone's like, the seats are in such good shape. And on camera, they do look like they're really good. But guys, if you have a look over there, we've got a nice big split. So we would have had to reupholster them anyway. And with the wide body and everything that's going on, well, we might as well just go a little bit more race car. So that is what we're doing.
And that's a possible sim seat.
So guys, our one good mate Joe is really on our case about repurposing our seats to use them in a sim. So let us know if you want us to get a sim and do some sim content. I know Yako already wants one, but we just need to give him a reason to get one.
Brandon, what you doing?
I am busy using some epoxy to glue our wide body panels together so we can put it on the car and see what changes we need to make. Because already we think we're going to need to make some, but I'll wait until I've got this all together to show you guys what changes we think we need to make. But yeah, for now, I'm just trying to get it all stuck nicely together with super glue and Pratley's putty.
I think that's a good combination.
Yeah, listen, if you can't fix it with Pratley's putty or duct tape, it's broken.
Try and tag it in there. Which is going to be interesting.
Yeah.
So what's the plan here? To tack the bolt inside there.
The nut, yeah.
Sorry, that one, yeah. Right guys, so inside this hole.
Because we can make it a bit bigger as well. So.
Yeah, so that needs to be welded inside there. Don't you back Yaku's boiler making skills?
Yeah, sure, we can. Of course. Because if I don't, I'm going to be doing it.
And guys, if I have to do it, it's definitely not going to go as well as if he does it.
Nah.
Right guys, so I'm going to run away from this right now. So I've been doing the first test mock fit of our wide body panel for the rear. I've just masking taped the whole thing up just so we can get them all stuck together and I can pull them off in one piece. If you look closely, you can see there are joins there, there. All of these pieces were printed as individual pieces on the 3D printers over there. So we've now got them on the car and we are definitely going to have to go a bit wider. But here you can see where the location for our rear vent is going to be. It's going to go in there, so there's a bit of a hole at the moment that is meant to be there. We're going to have to fix this gap in the final version. This gap is absolutely massive, so we're going to have to bring that down a little bit. But at least right now it does allow the door to open and close. Currently, we're still working out a way to operate the back door because the door handle sits right underneath here. So that's not going to be operational at all, and the reason for that is it'll clean up the back of the car and it just allows us to carry the body kit further over, which overall will just complete the look a bit better and won't look so out of place. Right everyone, so I've got our oil catch can here and I'm going to go try and reinstall this if I don't trip over things. But Yako and Andrew are busy trying to do a test fit of the seat rails onto the brackets they've made. Jack decided he wanted more entries into the BM, so on top of his sticker that we showed you last week, he got himself a beanie. These are our brand new beanies, so if you want to grab yourself one of those, head over to clutchculture.co.za. Our initial batch is quite small, so don't miss out. Make sure you grab one and we'll get that sent to you, or you can collect it at one of the future events coming up. I've got that covered.
Okay, I can go as far back as possible with you. I go forward and land.
Oh, that was a nice sound. Did all the holes land?
All the holes are landed. Yeah. We move forward. Jen.
Have a seat.
Step into my office. Alright everyone, that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. We've got some stuff completed, some stuff in trial phase and prototype phase, and some stuff that has just straight up kicked our asses. So the engine itself, I will show you guys because that's the last thing we've been working on. We had a hose that we thought just went to nowhere, but we've actually just found out that it goes to what I think is a fuel pressure regulator there. So it's broken off there, and it looked suspiciously like this other hose that we found dangling off the bottom of our intake plenum. So if we have a look at this and we have a look at this, they actually mate up perfectly. So we found where that goes. So we initially thought that this was literally just a drainage hose that was meant to go down to the sump or something, but it's actually a vacuum line, so we're gonna have to get some of this. So we've still got some work to do there. We've got to be able to fix that before we can put the injector rail back in and get all the fuel lines routed around the back of the intake. So we're gonna have to replace that first. But for the most part, the clean that we wanted to do on that whole section of the head and the intake is sorted. Yaku and Andrew are now sitting on, well actually Yaku and Jen are sitting on our old seats, and the reason for that is the new seats are now installed. I actually haven't even had a close look at them because I've been under in the engine bay. So you guys are going to see it with me for the first time. And there we go. The new seats are installed. They do slide backwards and forwards. So we've just still got to paint the actual brackets, but they are installed. They're very, very sturdy. And they're a lot more huggy, a lot more race car. So that's a win. We also tested our 3D printed body kit for the rear fender, and we tested fitment there. We've got a couple little changes to make, but for the most part, we think for a first attempt it went pretty well. So during the week, I'm also going to change up some of the CAD design there so that we can get that reprinted and sorted out. But for this week, that's going to wrap it up. It's getting really late, it's getting really cold. That's why I'm wearing my new Clutch Culture beanie. If you want to grab yours, head over to clutchculture.co.za and grab yourself one, and it'll also grab you some entries to win our E36. But for this week, that's going to wrap it up. Everyone say bye.
Bye.
And we'll see you guys next week. Cheers.